do it all. I will clean, I will cook, I will vacuum, I will do the laundry, I will dust the windows and the thing, all of the things if I don't look at that chart. Look at your chart. Give them kids some chores. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Felicia Monique and I am back with another video, okay? And if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back, boo. I'm so glad you came back to spend some time with me. And as you know, I'm a single mom. I make a lot of content for other single mothers like me who are trying to level up, be better, and have a great life experience. In spite of what they say we can do, we can really have it all, okay? So let's get into today's video, okay? So sis, today's video is titled, Stop Waiting for Help, 10 ways to make the single mom life smoother, okay? Because I feel like we go through so much and we're struggling all the time, but I'm gonna give you little tips and tricks that you can do that won't impact your budget too much, and we're gonna make this life a little bit better, okay? And some of these things you've probably heard before, but let's start with the first section. The first group of tips will be under the section of organization. I'm an executive assistant, and I realized that the way that I keep my executive in order is by keeping a rolling agenda, okay? And I was like, all right, I've been doing this for some time now, and I realized every time I come back to this agenda, I'm crossing things off, I'm taking notes, it's reminding me of things. So I implemented this in my own life, okay? So number one, start a rolling to-do list. So what I'll do for my own personal to-do list is it'll have a date, it'll have numbered items in it. I cross it off, right? This is all in Word. So if you're in Word, you'll use the little button that looks like an A and a B next to it with a line through it to cross it off, okay? Now, the next day, it's a new date, right? So the new date goes at the top of the new list, and all of the crossed off items are now deleted. So you can just copy and paste it and keep putting it on there and deleting off the crossed off items off of the list. You have a new fresh list every day of things that you want to do or things that you need to do. And then you can also, like, as the day goes along, like I'll be like, oh my God, I need to do blah, 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 blah for myself. All right, let me add that to the list. And then I'll just go on and keep doing what I'm doing at work. But when I come back to my list, all right, let's work. Let's see what I can get done today. And it doesn't necessarily mean that everything on that list is urgent. It needs to be done immediately right away. Some of these things could have a date next to it, which also helps. All right, deadline is March 5th for this item. And I'll put that there, and then I'll just keep it on the list as it goes along. And every day when I'm looking at the list, I'm like, okay, this is March 5th. I don't even have to worry about it, but at least it's there so that as March 5th approaches, girl, you're not forgetting. Because I'm the queen of forget something, okay? So that's number one under organization. Number two, get you a calendar and actually use it. So I ordered a big calendar. I'll put a picture of it here. A big calendar that you can write in, and I put it in my kitchen. This is the first time I've actually ever used my calendar for anything. Like, I'll put birthdays on there. I'll put birthday parties on there. I'll put my doctor's appointments, therapy on there. If I have an upcoming event coming up, that's on there. If somebody tells me about something that I may or may not want to do, that goes on there in pencil. My whole calendar is written in colored pencil, and they're the erasable kind so that I can go in and make adjustments to it. My pet appointments are on there for my puppy because, you know, they go get a whole bunch of vaccines all the time. All of that is on my calendar. And it makes my life so much easier because every day I'm going again. It's something about crossing something off, sis. I don't know what it is. Whether it's on Word or whether it's on my calendar. I take my big red Sharpie and I'm crossing that shit off when it's done. The day, yeah.
Are you in a meeting?
No, I'm doing a video. What's up?
Oh. Hey!
Come on, y'all.
Can you hear me?
What do you need?
Oh, I'm about to go out with me and TJ.
Okay. Lock the door.
Don't edit that out.
See what I'm saying? Okay, so I take my marker, I cross off the things that I've completed for the day, and it's amazing. I'm sorry, not the things that I've completed. I cross off that day because the date is done, but at least I can look forward and I'll know. So it's the end of February when I'm recording this. So what I'll typically do is that last day, I'll go through the next month and make sure everything is penciled in for that month. This is also where your rolling to-do list can connect to your calendar. It syncs, baby. It's syncing. Because now you can say, oh, this thing that's due on March 5th, let me go ahead and throw that on my March calendar now that I can actually see it. We're just trying to be more organized. The next thing that I do is I write each paycheck down, right? I went through a coaching maybe 2 to 3 years ago. And that's when I went through the process and I got my current job after I went through this coaching. And one of the things that they gave me was like this spreadsheet where you put in how much you get paid, and then one side has like all of these percentages, like how much you want to tithe, how much you want to save, here's your freedom account, da, 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 da. Like all these percentages go on one side, and then when you put in the amount in the row of how much you got paid, it's going to calculate how much goes to each thing. So that has been amazing for me. I just decided to start using it again. But I also use my own little document where I do write down each paycheck because the percentages aren't adding up as much as I want them to do because I get 2 different paychecks from my jobs, my 2 different jobs. So I'll write out, okay, I just got paid on February 26th. These are the bills I know I'm going to pay with February 26th check. Now I'm also keeping track of what I'm spending in a day because I want to keep track of where my money is going. Because I feel like I'm making enough money now where I can be like, all right, I overspent. I shouldn't be spending this much money on food or on clothes or on hair or on whatever. I want to track all of my money, right? So on this doc, it'll say the date and the amount. And under it, the bills I know I need to pay and their date. Once the bill is paid, I check that off. There's a check mark tool also that you can use. It checks it off and crosses it off for you. You see the note? You see the trend? All right, so it's crossing it off for you. Now I have a list next to the top part where it says the name, the date, and the amount of the check. Under that, I'll hit a space and I'll put 2/26, the day I got paid or whatever, or the day that I'm spending the money. I'll put, okay, I spent $28.61 to fill up my tank, $5.70 to go to McDonald's to get my daughter a Happy Meal. $6 I sent to the dance mom because we're all pitching in to get photos. And like literally these are things that I actually did on 2/26. 2/27, I haven't spent any money yet. So I'm really happy about that. I'm like, oh, she ain't spent no money. Because I really want to get serious about my goals, my financial goals. So I need to know where my money is going so I can move it back to where it needs to go. So that's another way for you to be organized. You can't manage your finances if you don't know what you're doing with them. And so then when I get paid for my second job, again, I'll put the date of the check, 2/28, and then the amount, boop. And then I'll look at the list of bills. Since I already paid so many already, there shouldn't be that many left. The rest of that money should definitely be saved and or invested and or put to the side for my spending money for whatever I feel like I need to spend, right? And then I also will help you to keep track of, okay, on average, I know I say I only want to spend $100 per week on groceries, but I always go over that budget. Okay, I see now I'm spending on average $200 per week on groceries, and maybe that's not every week, maybe that's every other week. So maybe I need to look at my receipts now so I can see, oh well, the reason why I'm spending more money every other week is because these are the weeks where I'm spending more money on sodas because we don't get them on the other pay period. So maybe I need to spread it out and get sodas every pay period so that I'm not spending $200, I'm spending $175. I don't know. You'll just start to see the trends the more you pay attention to them. If you don't look at it, you're not going to know what the hell is going on. We want to know what's going on in our lives. And so that's the point of having your rolling agenda, your calendar, your spreadsheet on your finances, boo. Because what? All right. And so the other thing that I use that keeps me organized, in addition to the typed up agenda and stuff like that, I have a journal. So this is specifically for like content creation. When I know I'm going to have content day, I will go through my list of content ideas, which I have brain dumps and have content ideas. Content day, I'll go into a handwritten journal. And in this journal, I'll write down, okay, these are the pieces of content I want to create today. This is what I want to do for my vlog today. This is what I want to do for my YouTube channel today. And literally like block it out. All right, boom, 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 put it in order. And then I'm done. So then I can just go back and look at it during content day. All right, this piece is done, this piece is done, this piece is done. Good. Now we're good. This also is a good idea. There's also this concept of going on ChatGPT and getting your ideas. Like, everything doesn't have to always be fresh. I am trying to be fresh though, baby. I'm trying to be fresh. But you can go on ChatGPT and ask for ideas. You can go on like other forms of AI to help you figure out what's good for your niche. And this can be whether it's for social media, your business, fashion, whatever it is that you're into. You can drop it in chat and it'll give you some ideas. Okay. All right, so that's what I do those are 4 things that I do, and that's in the organization part of my life. All right. And so now I want to talk about how to make your life smoother with your kids. Being organized is part of it. Just organizing your stuff in your mind, for your mind, that you think about all the time. So when you're talking about dealing with your children and raising them, and sometimes it can be a lot. Kudos to y'all that have more than 2 kids. I have 2 and I'm already like mentally exhausted. But the way that I do things to keep my children organized, I've created a good circle of people that I trust enough so that when I feel burnt out, I can have time to myself. Now, it is hard to find a good circle of people that you trust. But I will say that it'll come to you organically if you are an organic and good person. So like, I have my daughter's godmother that I trust that can watch her. My best friend that I've known since I was born, I trust her. My mom and my dad. And then she has a classmate that whose mom loves having her over because she's a single mom too. So it's really important to do that. Like, I know some people are like, I want my kids with me all the time. I don't know who you are. It's not me. But I do recommend creating a circle in a place where you can take your daughter or your son to allow yourself and your partner, if you have one, to be an adult. That's it. That's the 5th thing. Get yourself a babysitter. Build you a circle of babysitters. Okay? That you trust. That's key. You have to trust them. Okay? Another thing that makes my life simpler for my kids is a chore chart. I don't know where I got this chore chart from. I'll put a picture of it over here. I think I got it from Amazon like 20 years ago. I don't know. Not Amazon. Pinterest. 20 years ago. I printed it out and it literally breaks down what needs to be done each day, which I should have asked him when he came in here. Did you do your chores for the day before you want to run out with your little raggedy friends? But it basically will be like, Monday, clean the bathroom. Tuesday is floor day, so you sweep, mop, and vacuum. Wednesday is like your bedroom day, where you're cleaning off like your what is that thing called next to your bed? Your bedside table. You're like dusting the windshield. Child, I cannot talk today. You're dusting your windows and y'all know what I'm talking about, the little thing under your window, okay? You want to dust that, everything in your room. Then there's like a day that's for specifically dusting like furniture, like your TV stand and your table that you might have in your living room, stuff like that. It literally breaks it down. And so now that my 6-year-old is starting to get into chores, it'll be like, you need to clean up your playroom. I've added written these in at the bottom. Each section has, I think, something you can write in at the bottom. And clean your playroom, put the dishes away, little stuff like that. And I think it helps because for me, I will do it all. I will clean, I will cook, I will vacuum, I will do the laundry, I will dust the windows and all of the things if I don't look at that chart. Look at your chart, give them kids some chores. That's what they're made for. My mama made me clean up and I'm great. Your mama should have made you clean up too. Okay. All right. The next thing that I do that helps me with my kids is picking one day a week to log into their portal to review their grades. I'm not going in there every day. I'm not that mom. But if I pick one day a week, Phoenix's school actually emails it out on Sunday. But for my oldest son, Mari, I just go in there on Mondays or Wednesday. It depends on how I feel. How bad do I want to be hurt? I'm just kidding. It's not that bad, but it was at one point, child. I was like, it gives me anxiety a little bit when I know I have to log in and check his grades. I'm like, oh my God, is he going to graduate? Anywho, so pick one day a week, go in there and make sure the grades are done. The work is done, upload it into the portal. Like, just go in there once a week, okay? And you don't need to go in there every day just to see if the work is done. Unless you want to. If you one of the moms that could go in there every day and check your kids' grades, cool. Good for you. I am not that mom, okay? So those are some ways to keep your life smoother as a mom, for the kids specifically, okay? Now here are some other ways to keep your life in order for yourself. And let's talk about your health. Let's talk about your body and its movement. If you can go to the gym and you are not part of like a workout group or something, girl, go on YouTube and find you something that you like to do and do that stuff at home for like 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes, 3 days a week, girl. It don't hurt. 20 minutes. I like to do move. Is it move? It's move. Move with Nicole. It's Pilates. I've been dying to go to a Pilates studio and have like my Pilates body. But girl, they wanted to charge me $240 a month. Nicole is free. And I've lost a significant amount of weight. Now, I still got a little belly. I'm still trying to work on one. But find you something on YouTube. It's free. The next thing I want to talk about in terms of your health. If you struggle with going to the grocery store and just buying random things, I'm not saying I do it, but I'm saying I do it. Make your list. Like, I literally plan my menu before I go to the store, and I make my list before I go to the store. If you are still one of those people, you can't even go to the store without losing your mind, you're not disciplined enough, cool. A lot of these grocery stores have the option for you to pick up your groceries. I.e., I go to Food Lion. You order it online, pick your time that you can pick up the groceries, and you pick it up, they bring it out to you. That's it. Wegmans also does it. We're not going to say that other W store because I'm not a supporter of them due to a lot of the stuff that's going on in this country. But I used to go there and get my groceries too. Find your local grocery store that does groceries for pickup and pick up your groceries. But the key is planning out your meals. Girl, plan them out. If you don't know what you want to cook no more, go on Pinterest, go on Facebook. There's a lot of different people posting videos of them cooking on TikTok and Instagram. Create a little list on those apps and save the recipes, and then when you're making your grocery list, go back through there, scroll through those favorites, scroll through those saves, and then write down the ingredients. And then when it's time to cook, you go back to it. It's very simple, but I think that also will help with your diet. Like, if you know you want to do a specific diet, if you're only buying what you need to buy at the grocery store for your diet, separate from the kids, of course your kids might not be on your diet, and that's another struggle in itself, but we be in discipline in 2025, right? Okay, cool. So write it out, okay? Write out your menu and write out the items on that menu right under it. I do it in my phone. I write a little list in my notes, and then that way I can come back and be like, okay, today's Thursday. What's on the menu for Thursday? Oh, it's a crock pot meal. Great. I already have my roast in the crock pot. I knew that I was cooking it. So when I woke up, I was like, oh my God, I didn't take out my roast last night. I put that bad boy in some warm water. By the time I got done with morning routine stuff and dropping my daughter off, the roast was ready for me to drop it in the crock pot. And after this video, I'm going to eat. And the very, very, very last thing that's going to make your life simpler as a single mom is relax. Take a moment, breathe, shake it out, relax, find time to do things for yourself. I have no problem telling them kids to get up out of my room when I'm recording, because this is my way of woosahing and relaxing. I love to share things for other moms. I love being a mommy content creator. I love laying in my bed, eating my snack, and watching my favorite show. I love going to get my nails and my feet done and watching a YouTube video while I'm doing it. Like, these are my moments for me. And you need to make sure that you are prioritizing yourself so that you can refuel and be ready to be the best mom that you can be. And that's all this is about. All of these things are preparing you so that you can be the best mother that you can be. And they are little teeny things, but the amount of time that it takes you to do them will reduce the amount of time that you stress later on in life. I promise. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, make sure you drop a comment and like this junk. Period. Bye.